We're actors. We can run it back.
Yeah. Into the episode.
Last one to the airport buys breakfast. Day one.
I'm actually sad. Like, I'm not with you guys right
Bro,
now.
that's why you need to move to LA. Can
Can
you convince Michael to move to LA throughout this podcast?
Come on, Michael, please. Actually, no. For selfish reasons, please
I am
stay put
coming
in
right
New
now.
York.
Michael.
We got some work to do.
I'm on my way. I'm convinced already. It's Gucci.
Michael,
Yo, G, I'll be there
I
next
need a
week.
beautiful woman to convince you to come to LA because I know I'm not doing it.
I'll rally the troops. We got multiples.
All right,
there.
cool. So, Michael, who do we have here today? We have Carmela Zumbado. Or do I say Carmela Zumbado?
Oh, I like that too. That
Latina?
sounds Italian. I
Okay.
like
Oh,
that.
yeah, actually,
that's
that's right.
good.
So what? You're
Zumbado.
full Latina?
Yes, both of my parents were born in Cuba.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
so
Nice.
full on. And then my dad's mom's from Colombia, so got a little bit of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you grew up in LA?
Grew up in Miami, actually.
Oh.
Yes, all my whole life in South Florida. So definitely, I feel like I'm a Miami girl. But it's been 10 years in LA, so I also claim LA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike, we spent some time in Miami, huh?
Oh.
We spent some time. We spent some time in Miami for sure.
What spots do you like out there? Like-
Okay, I was the queen of Live. You guys ever go to
Oh
Live?
my God, yeah.
I mean,
Of course, you
Wednesdays,
gotta, like, you
Thursdays?
can't go to Miami no live.
Sundays? Yeah, that was my spot. I miss it. Because there's nothing like that in LA. We don't
Yeah.
have mega clubs
on
like that.
Sunday.
I know. Did you ever go to Live with 50, Mike? Because he has that residency.
With 50 now, but you can't go to Miami and not go to
Yeah.
Live. I definitely.
But I think when we were doing our hostings, I think we always, what spot did we go to? Taboo.
Yeah, we go to Taboo.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to 11?
Taboo,
Yeah, we've been to
Booby
11.
Trap.
Okay, so you guys know what's up.
Or maybe that's where 50's residency is 11, I think. Or maybe both. He's literally everywhere.
Carmela, how you like Booby Trap?
Okay, so I've never been a booby trap. I'm a good girl like that.
Okay.
I
That's
did
good.
go to
That's good.
I did go to Gold Rush once. That was like back
Okay.
in the day. That was like, but I've never been to Rachel's or like KOD. No, I'm real innocent.
What about Tootsie's?
I
No
never been to
Tootsies, you didn't
Tootsie.
mention.
No, Michael.
Alright,
You know.
Wait, what about
That's
the
good,
other
that's
one,
good,
which
that's
like if you check your girl's location and it's 5 a.m. and she's at Space, things are not going well.
Things
for you,
are
brother.
not going well. You might as well tap
Yeah,
out.
no.
That's the one that's open till like what?
7 a.m. No, it never closes. It's 24 hours. So you could be at Space like raging at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and then go to breakfast at Denny's or something at 10 a.m. That's why I love Miami. It's
So
not
what are we
bad.
doing
gotta
here
do
right
that,
now?
G. Yo,
Why
G,
are
we
we not
gotta
doing
do
this
that.
podcast
Group
at
trip.
Space?
Yeah, G, we gotta do that, bro.
That'd be fun.
So all right, so you moved to LA. How old are you when you moved to LA?
I was 25 years old and I
Nice.
moved with my two sisters, Maricela and Gigi, who are also actresses. They're both killing it right now.
Nice.
So we all moved together and just grinded. We rented a studio apartment in Hollywood.
All three of you.
All three of us. And that was the hardest year of our lives. We got 3 futons and we're like, we're just going to do this. We're just going to make it. We're here in LA. And our parents are so supportive.
Yeah.
They always believed in us and encouraged us. So eventually we convinced both of them to move out here. So now the whole family's in LA, which is great.
And what made you like first want to move to LA to become actors? Was it just random? Like, oh, like
No, we had a plan. So we were acting pretty much all of our lives. We've always done theater and dance, piano, all types of performance. And so we got our first agents in Miami. And one of our really good friends growing up, Marie DeBray, she's also an amazing actress. She was modeling in Miami and acting, and she taught us how to get an agent. And at that time, we were 12, 13, 14 years old.
Right.
So we started auditioning in the Miami scene. But then we figured out that in Atlanta and New Orleans, there were up and coming film markets. So we got agents there easily because there was no Latinas at the time acting in those markets. And then we started building our resumes there in smaller markets. And when we were ready, we popped over to LA.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And what was like the first thing that each of you booked or you booked and then kind of piggybacked off each other? Like, what was that?
Oh man, the first thing I ever got in Atlanta was a really small role in Need for Speed. I played a race car driver. I got to race Aaron Paul in this
Wow.
Porsche 944, and I was just
Fire.
over the moon. It was the coolest. I didn't have any lines, but I had to audition. I think I might have had one line in the whole movie. You still had to audition like
Right.
a real role, and it was a big studio film, so I thought it was so cool. And I went with my mom when it came out, and they ended up cutting a lot of the scenes I was in at the very beginning of the
That's how
film.
it goes.
but I made the
That's fire,
trailer,
though.
and if you watch the trailer for Need for Speed, I have this sick like look to camera. in my Porsche 944. But you know what's crazy is that was like 15 years ago. Even though it was such a small role, I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
And I had that in my back
Gotta
pocket.
be.
And I went out to LA and I was like, I was in Need for Speed. I don't care if I booked this or
Right,
not.
right.
It was almost like I made it. Like I did it. I was in a
badge
movie.
of honor, yeah.
Yes. And so anything after that was obviously just icing on the cake.
Yeah, you want to know what's weird? Sometimes when you book a big job, but you're jaded, you're almost to a point where you're jaded, where you're like, oh, cool, like, that's cool, like, I booked this job. But before, you booked such a small thing that, like, really wasn't anything, but you just felt way more excited back then because it was something.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel. Like, I'll get, like, something cool, and I'm like, oh, nice. And before, I would, like, be a featured extra, like, my ear's in something, and I'm like, oh, my God, I made it.
Everybody
Yeah.
watch Fonts at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm an ear in NCIS, like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Did you actually drive the car in Need for
I
Speed?
did. I had to learn how to drive stick.
What?
Yes, there was training, and just there was 2 scenes that I was in. One of them is in the deleted scenes, and we actually drove the cars. I had to crash into these like water containers. We had stunt doubles, obviously,
yeah.
but we still did a lot of takes driving. I had to learn stick. My dad and 2 of my uncles all had an effort to teach me stick shift. So yeah,
How long did it take you to learn?
It was a couple weeks,
like,
'cause
to get through the gears.
it's so hard. It's so hard. It's not easy at all. So it was a couple weeks, and then I went to Atlanta. I was like 19 or 20, and I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And that was even before the pandemic. They were self-taping in Atlanta, so that was just a self-tape I did in Miami, and somehow got the role. And I've always just been that stoked still. So now having a role like this or getting to be on a Netflix show, it's like times a billion because I still had pride for just that small role, and that's what's been my driving force, I guess, in all of this.
Right. Yeah. All right. So let's get into that to you. So is that your first? Were you recurring or series regular?
I was regular.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
How did that feel?
That was a blessing because I felt like I got that role because Delilah is who I am. I'm this overprotective big sister that'll do anything for her little sisters, and somehow they saw that in my audition with David Rappaport. It's actually crazy because it was down to me and Gigi for Delilah.
Oh, you were against your sister?
Yeah, we didn't even know. We got the call back, got the producer session, I swear. So the 3 of us look exactly alike.
But
And
none of you are twins or anything.
nobody's twins. I'm the oldest, so I'm 34. And then Maricela is 33 and Gigi's 31. But everybody thinks we're triplets.
Yeah.
Whatever. So me and Gigi get to the callback and we're sitting there. And the season 1 of You was huge. So we were like, oh, this is going to be a big show. This is great. Whatever. We get to the callback and we're the only ones there. And me and Gigi are like, all right, let's do this. And people ask all the time, like, do you guys get really competitive? And it's always, we're rooting for each other.
Oh,
and
I'd
we're in this
sabotage the
together.
fuck out of my brother.
That's hilarious. You'd like,
No, but that's a win-win situation.
Yeah, I'm like
though.
stabbing his tire before the audition.
oh, that's gnarly. Brayden.
Yeah, so what people don't, sometimes I like to kind of catch the people up to speed. So like, it's so strange. You could either be a recurring or a series regular on a TV show and have the same amount of screen time, but it's just kind of what they bill you as. And a recurring could be like 4,000 an episode, 3,000 an episode, and a series regular, like you could make 50, 60, 70 up to like 250 grand. So like the pay difference on the recur to the series regular is so crazy.
No one really knows except for us. We're the only ones so
I know.
focused on what the credit is. And people just watch the show when you're just in the show. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That's what I wish actors would, lose. It doesn't matter if you're recurring or guest, whatever,
Right.
or regular.
Yeah.
You're in the show. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
prominent, especially if your storyline is kind of like the fulcrum of what everybody is revolving around. You could be in
Right.
one episode, but if the whole series is centered around your death or your murder, your presence is felt so
100%.
heavy. And I love that Power does that too.
Yeah.
There's so many forces that just like remain, and not to be on the nose, but there's a lot of forces that become ghosts
Right.
throughout the entire series because their presence is felt. And yeah, okay, they might not be on the show, but they're alive. They're alive in every episode. So I love that.
Yeah, you want to know what's so funny?
Like, every character's story holds weight, they all hold weight for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so funny is that Mike, remember my uncle Lucas, David Walton? Like, I love that guy. The guy that played my uncle.
He's hilarious.
He said something on the podcast that I think about like 2 or 3 times a week. It makes me laugh. He was talking about how he was already dead, but we kept bringing up Uncle Lucas. Like the whole next episode was basically about me killing him. And he was like, I will say after watching the episode, when they bring up your name, it's like you're not there, but you're there.
But you're there.
But you're there. And it makes me laugh all the time because I just think about that. It's like, yeah, actually, like when people are talking about your character, like you're kind of
We should get residuals.
Right?
Every
I know.
mention. Why not?
We should get residuals for anything, really. But so back up to you a little bit. So that show was on Lifetime season 1.
Yes.
It got no viewership, right?
Right.
And then I think Netflix, you might know more than me. Netflix bought it.
Yeah.
And then it got put on Netflix and it blew up.
It
So
really
it got
exploded.
canceled, right?
Yeah.
And then Netflix bought that season, and then it blew up, and then they started casting season 2.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I was
Yeah.
living with roommates at the time that I got the audition for season 2, and they were binging it, season 1 on Netflix. I'm like, what is this creepy ass show you guys are watching? They're like, it's you. You need to watch it. I was like, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
It just looked so creepy and scary. And then a week later, I got the audition, and they're like, you're gonna get it. I was like, no, but maybe I'll join you guys and catch up and watch it. I think I watched a little bit of it, but not only is it creepy, it's just really good writing. It's
Yeah.
so suspenseful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was so grateful to be a part of that. It was so much fun.
Yeah. And how are you with like, do you psych yourself out when you get something that you want, or when it comes up, or you like, I'm not gonna, or are you the type of person that's like, I'm getting this?
No, I don't. I do an audition and I will never think about it again until somebody brings it up. I got really good advice. On my 16th birthday, I did my first job ever. It was for Bahama Breeze, the restaurant chain in Florida. And the guy playing my little abuelito, he looked at me. He was probably like 90 years old, and you could tell he'd just been in the Miami film scene his whole life. And he was like, I have some advice for you. You do your audition, you do the best you can possibly do, and then you walk out the door, and that is it. Don't ever think about it again.
Yeah.
If it's meant for you, it'll come to you. And I was like, okay. And I really listened to that. And so I'll prepare, I'll devote myself, I'll research and study whatever I want to do. But after that tape is sent in, on to the next. Let's see what else you got for me. And so I don't obsess over them. No.
Yeah. Mike, how are you with that? I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Oh, me, I'm low-key the same way, bro. Like once I do it, it's just like
You forget?
It's in God's hands. It's literally in God's hands.
Yeah.
Like,
If it's meant
know
for
what I'm
you,
saying?
it'll
Like-
be for you.
I know sometimes you get like when it's something, it's so easy to do that with just like, oh, this is like just like would be cool on a show. But like when something you feel like is meant for you and you're like, I want this so bad, it's so hard to not think about it. Because realistically,
that's
all
true.
3 of us are in a position where tomorrow our lives could be drastically different. Like tomorrow, we've all been series regulars on shows. Tomorrow we could get a call from Michael Bay and he's like, I really like you for this role in Transformers. And then tomorrow you go film it, you're in Australia for 9 months, and then all of a sudden a year later your life is so different. So
Yeah.
it is a strange thing to not get caught up in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Do you like auditioning or no? Do you like tapes or going in? Or?
I do. I have so much fun.
I was just about to say, what is your preference?
Oh, I want to know.
What is your
I want to know
preference?
what you guys feel. I
Self-tapes
like
or-
tapes because I like the control you can have over them. I do. So I'll always be
Yeah.
pro self tape. What about you guys?
Mike?
I would say, I'm not gonna lie, I like the in person or just like the reads on Zoom, because then you're like actually like forced to really be prepared. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like
that's
with tapes, you like sometimes I'd be like, oh, it's a self tape. I could like I could do my thing.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like,
You mess
so
up,
but,
whatever.
like,
We
when
got
you-
50 more takes.
yeah, exactly. But like when you there, like that's when you gotta lock in and you gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
So
I
think
love
like
going
the
in the
in-person
room.
calls.
I love going in the room.
You like get high off it?
I get high off of it, but I also just feel like I connect with people so much better. It's more
You
fun.
get a chance to leave your presence with them too. Like you get
Right.
a chance for them, like
And-
to them,
and they
like,
feel
they
like-
speak about you after you leave. You know,
True.
Yeah.
especially you, motherfucker.
They feel like that you drove across town, so they're like, okay, we'll give them a redirection. And I'm like really good with notes, so if they're like, do it a completely different way, this, I can hit every note on the button. So usually, if you're driving to the audition, they're like, we're gonna give them at least some redirect, and then they'll keep playing with me. That's kind of what I like. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We got to put you on to something that we've been obsessed with lately: Prize Picks. If you love sports and you love making money, this is the place to do it.
Football, basketball, and hockey season are in full effect right now, and there's no better time to jump in. Look, the app is so simple too. All you do is pick more or less on a few player stats, and that's just it.
No full rosters, no salary caps, no headache, just you versus the numbers. And the best part, Prize Picks is live in 40 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, so the chances are you can play right now.
Just use the promo code CREW when you download the app. Again, promo code CREW, CREW. Or hit our link in the description, whatever you want to do. If you're lazy, just hit the link.
Look, we'll even build a lineup with you guys. You can follow our public profiles right on the app, Gianni Paolo, Michael Rainey Jr., and you can tail our picks in real time. The boys got an insane new offer for our listeners. If you play $5 for your first lineup, Prize Picks is going to give you $50 in free lineups, win or lose. So just use our promo code CREW when you download the app. Again, promo code CREW, or hit our link in the description.
I mean, come on. Lock in. Get that money. Prize Picks, baby.
Come on, why would you not do that? It's free. How old were you guys on your first auditions?
Damn.
I think I was 15.
I think I was 15?
Yeah.
I was like 7, I think.
Wow.
7 or 8.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
I couldn't
yeah.
imagine being 8. Like, I was nuts. I couldn't imagine going into an audition at 8.
Back then, were you nervous, Michael, or not really?
At the time, I didn't even really know what the hell was going on. I was just like,
Yeah, sure, let me perform.
I feel like that's
they want me to come act like some character. I guess I'll do it. Let's see what happens.
Do you remember your
And then
Tariq auditions?
Not. I'm not even gonna lie, not at all. I don't remember
You were
what
that
scene I
little.
auditioned with.
You were that
anything.
little.
Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
No, but do you remember like going in or the feeling of?
I think it was a tape. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was a tape, but yeah, no, I was just excited because I knew 50 was tied to the project, so I was like, yo, I gotta be a part of this some way somehow. So I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first audition though, yeah, I was like 7 or 8, and I was just in there, just like, yo, what up? I'm here.
And that's crazy. And here we are.
Yeah, it's probably wild for a kid at 8 to just walk into a room and not really know. But I feel like that's why kids are such great actors, because they're so free and they haven't got all these walls up and all this built up like shit and embarrassment and this and that. Like that kind of doesn't exist at that age. So I feel like that's why kids are such great actors sometimes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like there's a scene, I bring this up every podcast, but there's a scene of Michael where he's speaking fluent Italian and he's full bawling and he's like legitimately like 7 years old. It's like one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen in my life. And it's just wild to see, like, you know,
You got to throw that on the YouTube channel.
I think we've thrown it up on the Instagram page before, but it is you have to watch it. It's like
that'd
one of
be
the
cool to
greatest
see.
performances ever. I'm like, I can't believe.
Now, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I remember the feeling of doing that scene. Like, I was actually genuinely in flow state that day. Like, I don't know what happened, bro. Like, I was just like, I wasn't even thinking, bro. I was literally was just like, I don't know what I was doing. I was just on some shit that day.
You know what? It is like being a kid. You were how old then?
I was 9, I think. Yeah, I was 9 that
It's
day.
flow
9 that
state
time.
is what it is. Because you know when we were kids and we would play like with your G.I. Joes or Barbies or Legos, the world just melts away and you're in this other reality. And I think we've made professional careers out of that.
No,
And
literally though, I was floating, bro. I was just like,
I gotta see that.
I was literally floating.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
Google
it was-
right when
it
I
was
get
fun,
out of
though.
here.
So do you and your sisters get a lot of the same appointments? And do you have the same teams?
No, we've always said we used to have the same agent. But we've all always agreed let's just have different teams so that we're treated as different artists.
That's smart.
Yeah, so we have different teams. We sometimes get the same auditions, but what's great is I think all of our agents and managers really see how we're different, even though we look very much the same. We all play completely different, have different strengths. But what's cool is anytime that we do go up against each other, one of us will get the role. So it's like a lucky thing. And it's kind of rare, but most of the roles,
That's fine.
yeah, my Chicago PD role, Maricela read for. They've beaten me out in like their past 2 jobs. Like I read for, and it didn't matter that I just came off of You or something. Like they still, beat me out most of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's been fun. I think the only reason I've been able to be successful is because we've been on the journey together, and we just, it's the trio for the ages. I love them. They're my best friends.
Yeah, when you walk into
guys
an
keep each other
audition and it's
going,
you
you
or
know?
her sister, she's like, it doesn't matter. A Zumbado is getting paid. all
Someone
right?
is getting in the role. It
Yeah.
doesn't
A win
matter.
is a win, you heard? A win is a win.
A win is a win. Exactly.
Do you do your tapes for them?
Yeah, we read with each other. It's a self-tape factory, but we also host Cuban night. You guys got to come over to Cuban night in the backyard. My
please,
mom and my
I'm in
sisters
there.
cook
I'm in there.
fire food.
Nice.
We had all the Force Riders over last
nice.
year. It was so much fun. So yeah, it's good. It's good because our friends, get to have like a family vibe, which is something that's kind of rare in LA because obviously LA is just made up of everybody that just comes here on their own
Right.
to make it. And so we're lucky to have a family situation. So yeah,
I must say, I love me some Cuban food.
Okay,
bro.
then you
I
gotta-
love me some
It's the
Cuban
best.
food.
You see LA.
But there's a spot like by my crib. I love it so much that I know like some authentic like from somebody's mom would like change my life.
You
bro.
know what?
I
New
need, like,
Yorkers
the-
would know the real deal because there's a lot of Cuban authenticity
It's
in
so
New York.
good, bro.
So
It's so
There's good Colombian food out here though. Where's the place that's in Van Nuys, I think it is.
Oh, I've had that one. I
Yeah.
forget what they're called, but they're fire.
Okay, good.
La Maria.
You never
Is that
wanna
the one
be
you brought me
guy
to?
that's
Did you bring me there?
You never want to be the guy that's like the Colombian food's fire, then the Colombian girl's like, no, it's
you
not.
never
You're like,
had it before.
cool, I'll kill myself. Great, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah,
That's so
I will
good.
off myself. Thank you.
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, La Maria in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
That one's fire. I
Yeah.
get the empanadas. All the
Gee,
time.
didn't you bring me to a Colombian spot when I was out there like a few years ago?
I think I brought you to because I didn't know this Colombian spot yet. I know there's La Fonda, which I don't know if that's open anymore. That was on Sunset. But I don't know. I think I brought you. I don't remember where I brought you, Mike.
You brought me to a spot. I swear it was Colombian, but I don't remember the name of it. I remember us going though. It's like on the corner of some. I don't remember, bro, but it was fire.
You were iffy about food in LA though, huh? You like New York food better.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the last few times I've been to LA, I've been messing with the food. Like the variety
Okay,
is crazy
we'll
out
take
there.
it.
I mean, it's
We'll take
kind
it.
of the same in New York as well.
Yeah, I think
But-
LA is the best foodie city after Chicago. Okay, Chicago's number one as far as foodie goes. But
Nah, Chicago food is crazy.
Oh.
Chicago food is crazy.
did you get to go out and stuff when you were there? And eat the
I went out a
foods?
little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
A
They
little-
got
a little
Italian.
bit, yeah.
They have every ethnicity like has a staple place in Chicago. You can get anything. You can get Ethiopian, Mexican, everything there. So, I love that. I love LA food. I like making my way through the Michelin guide,
Oh,
but
I've
not
done
like
that.
the stars. Like, of course, Michelin star restaurants, obviously, it's like an experience, but
Right.
the guide is so good about the little hole in the walls, little mom and pop
Mm-hmm.
stuff. There's this place, I Love to Eat Thai. It's literally called I Love to Eat.
Oh, it's in LA.
Yes,
Yeah, I've
it's
had
on
that.
Sunset. It's
Yeah.
on the Michelin guide.
yep,
You'd
yep.
never expect just a hole in the wall.
Yep.
Oh my God, best Thai food ever.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mike, someone told me this the other day. Do you know why it's called the Michelin Guide?
Why? Oh, the tires.
Yeah, they wanted people to go on road trips to go eat food
Yes.
and do stuff.
Yes.
So the tire company, people are gonna be like, "That's wrong." That's what someone told me.
It's true.
That's true. The tire company was like, "Let's make people go drive places," and they're like, "Let's go eat a bunch of food and tell them it's good."
Yeah,
Isn't that wild?
they made guides, and
So
so,
that's where all like the Michelin stars stuff comes
Yes,
from
it's
too. Like,
the Michelin Man, the big marshmallow guy.
Michelin tires.
That's
It's
like the
'cause of
Michelin
that.
star
What?
restaurant that they make like movies about in France and all this stuff. Like that's what they're trying to
Talk
get. It's
about a
crazy.
branding.
bro, I'm thinking it's like
crossover.
a company that just like has like a bunch of food gurus just rating everything. And
No.
they're just like, yeah, we're
It's a
like
tire
the Michelin group or some
That's
shit.
Michelin.
I say it to my dad all the time.
That's
I
crazy.
went to that
That's
place
mad
Noma
random.
in Denmark, the Copenhagen. It's like
Oh,
the best restaurant in
okay.
the world. And I told my dad, I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to this place." And he goes, "What the fuck do these tire people know about food?" He's like, just like a Rhode Island Italian guy. Like, look, these fucking motherfuckers don't know
Stick
shit
to
about.
tires.
Yeah,
Stick to tires.
yeah. It's like just make the tires for my car.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
"All
that's
right."
hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny.
So Chicago. So you get Chicago PD after you.
Yes, that was after you. It was supposed to be a 4-episode guest star, but something went right and they made it 8. And so that was just a blast. And what's crazy is I fell in love with Chicago. And the week that my character is killed in Chicago PD as the grand finale of season 9 was the week that I chemistry read with Joseph. So I got to stay in Chicago, which was just God, because I wasn't ready to leave. And what's weird is, so my whole character arc in Chicago PD is this character, Anna. She's avenging the death of her brother who was in a gang, and her brother was named Miguel. And I had a Miguel tattoo the entire time I was on Chicago PD. It says Miguel here.
Wow.
So I think I sent it to my agent. I was like, can you just send this to casting? Like, let them know. Like,
Yeah.
I ride for Miguel, and I need to ride for Miguel on force. So I got to send you guys that picture. It's
Please.
weird. It's,
That's hilarious.
It was like a little precursor, and there was all these little signs that it was just going to align. And so I did the chemistry read with Joseph that same week, and I just got to stay put in Chicago. And they film right next door to each other. You've
On the
seen
same
the
lot?
stages, Michael. Yeah, it's like this huge sound stage situation that they have in Chicago, a little bit west of downtown. Chicago PD films next to Chicago Med, which films next to Chicago Fire, which films next to Force, which films next to the Bear. So it just feels like a little mini Hollywood. These huge sound stages and
Damn.
all these shows. So it's great. Yeah.
Did you work with Leroyce on?
I love Leroy.
Oh, he's the
yes,
best.
I thought his cameo was. He needed to play a gangster eventually.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, but Leroyce was on PD. Is on PD. He's been on for like 12 seasons, right?
Yes, and then he played JoJo in episode 9 of Force. So
He
you
did,
might
right.
not even realize because it's quick. It's just one episode, and he transforms. So yeah, Lofton offs him, of course, and that was just amazing. He got to join the Power Universe.
We met him in. I met him through Lofton a bunch of times, but in Shreveport, it's so funny. Like Leroyce has been a series regular on Chicago PD for like 12, 13 years. Chris is always like, oh, Leroyce is so rich.
So rich.
Not going to pocket watch. But people don't understand 13 seasons on an NBC, like, syndicated show that's just getting played all the time. Like, that guy
He
is
is sitting
making
pretty.
bread.
That boy getting that
He's
money.
sitting pretty.
He getting that money.
And you know, him and Lofton were friends since back in the day. They both came up in the Chicago film scene together.
Yeah.
They knew each other before their independent shows, and I just think that's amazing. He's the nicest guy ever.
He's the
so
best.
cool.
He's
He
the best.
really
We're
is.
gonna have him on. I was just talking to him, but
Oh,
yeah,
good.
I want to save those stories for his show. But like, he's told me some crazy stuff where just you have to make a decision sometimes. Like, do I want to be employed for 15 seasons with Dick Wolf? Do I want to be a movie star? Do I want to just work? Like, there's so many different paths that you can take as an actor, and
Yeah.
sometimes people don't always make the right choices. Obviously, I saw his bank account. He made the right choice.
Yeah, if I were him, I wouldn't be going anywhere. I wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay, so you do the what you went in person for Force, or you sent in a tape in Chicago?
No, it was all tapes. Even my chemistry read was on Zoom.
Oh.
But you know what's
'cause it was COVID.
crazy?
Damn.
Part of the audition process, what I realized is, okay, you did your scenes and they're great. Joseph and I's chemistry was when everybody was logging on to the Zoom and we were a little bit early. It was Gary Lennon. It was all the producers casting, Tamara Lee, everybody on there. And everybody's logging in for this big chemistry read. And Joseph and I are just talking about, oh, I'm in Chicago right now. Oh, cool. I'm filming PD. Oh, did you know, oh, you're staying by this building? And we started nerding out about Chicago history. And he's like, you got to read this book about da-da-da-da. I was like, oh, that's amazing. I know this historian that. And so our chemistry that all the producers were seeing, they must have just been sitting there like, these two go, they
Yeah.
work. And we did our scenes and they were good and everything. But what I realized is a lot of the audition is kind of speaking to what you just said, Michael, going in the room. Sometimes producers are able to see who you are before they say action, before you're doing the scene. For you, it was just me and Gigi in that waiting room. And when Gigi did her audition and she was hilarious and I could overhear her in the callback being real funny. And I overhear her go, I'm the better actor. My sister's coming in, but just give me the role. And I walked in and I swear, and all the producers were like, so that's your little sister? I was like, yeah. And I was like, but she is. I was like, both of my sisters, they are just the best actresses ever. I was like, give them the role. Just always, I want my little sisters to win. They're amazing. And they're sitting there looking at me, and I had no idea the role of Delilah. Her whole thing was being this overprotective big sister. I had no idea Jenna Ortega was cast. I didn't even know the role of Ellie. So they saw the real me come out to the point where they said, okay, thank you, after I did my callback, and I left the room. And then David Rappaport came back. Gigi and I are walking back to our car that we came in together. We're like, okay, one of us is going to get it. Right. And David goes, Carmela, can you come back into the room? I was like, sure. And he was like, okay, they want you to redo your audition, but just be you. Just be the girl that came into the room talking about how much she loves her little sisters. Like, I came up with some character for Delilah, like a really LA girl.
Right.
And they're like, just drop what you did. Just say the lines as Carmela. And I was like, okay. So I did the audition again, and I just dropped whatever I prepared. I just said the lines as me, and they were like, thank you. And then 24 hours later, I got the call. And I know it was because Gigi kind of threw me that pass, and we were able to talk about the three of us and everything, and they saw Delilah come out.
Right.
So the scenes were fine, but that just goes to show you that a lot of the chemistry and a lot of the audition process goes beyond the scenes itself.
100%.
So that's
Did
how
you
it was
do
with
the alley-oop,
Joseph.
bro?
Yeah, that's how it was with Joseph too. Though they really saw us connecting, or like nerding out over history stuff.
Right. Did you like? I just can't. It's so weird. I can't get over the fact that your sister and you are like, oh, it's gonna be one of us too. There's no part of you that's like, I want this a little more.
No, that's who I am. I mean, maybe Gigi, yes. Gigi's like, give me the role. But she's the baby. And I don't know, me and Maricela are more protective over her. And we want each other to fly. I mean, we all do. But they've been doing so well. And I guess we've all been able to have success in our own ways.
Right.
So it just feels like a group effort. It's never been like a catty energy ever. I don't know why. I don't know. Our parents just raised us that these are your sisters. These are your best friends. If you have each other, you're set in life. Just don't ever turn your back on each other.
Dude, that is so amazing.
love
Like,
that.
I'm actually genuinely like,
that.
that's so dope to have.
We're really lucky. They're
She's
the
on a
best
show, right? What
girls.
show is she on?
She's on DMV on CBS,
Yes.
and she just had a couple movies come out last
Nice.
year, Hard Eyes and Bride Hard with Rebel Wilson. So she's killing it. Maricela is also killing it. She's coming out in an Apple TV show with Elle Fanning that's going to
Oh my
be at South by
God.
Southwest. So we're doing it, but it's because we have each other.
Right.
And people are always like, "Oh, you guys are always working," but really, it's just like one of us is always working.
Brother,
at
it's
least.
got to be the Colombian food they're eating.
Maybe
I gotta
that's
come
what
over
it
for
is.
dinner.
What do they put in those empanadas? They're lucky.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I need some of that. That shit is working. Whatever y'all put it in that shit is working.
He's coming to LA. We got him. We got him.
Please
Hook, line,
come to
and
LA,
sinker.
Michael.
We got him.
We're getting them by the end of this episode.
Bro, y'all got me in the beginning of the episode. She literally like.
I just said,
it's
"Please,
good, we good.
Michael." He
That's
said,
it, and
"Done."
then we're good.
We're good. We're done.
Done.
Signed, sealed,
That's all it
delivered.
took. That's all it took.
All right, I'll see you here next week, brother. I'll send you the flight. We'll make the podcast pay for the flight. All right.
Say no more. I just need the empanadas on the touchdown, and then we.
There we go.
locked in, then we good.
Deal. It's a deal.
So you get the call that did either of your sisters tape for Force?
I don't think for Mireya, no. Mm-mm. I don't think so. Maybe Maricela did, but she looks really young. She's the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
But she looks young. She has this like pretty like Vanessa Hudgens look to her. And so she reads for younger things. She would have been too young to pair up with Joseph, who's, like more my age.
Right.
Yeah. So I think she might have read for Mireya, but I'm not positive.
Okay, so you get the call that you book it,
Yes.
and you stay in Chicago, or you go home to LA for a little
I
bit?
think I went to LA I had just leased a new apartment on Sunset Boulevard because I thought after PD I was going to come home to LA.
Right.
And so I had to come back and sublease it to somebody else because I was like, I'm staying in Chicago.
Good problem to have, though.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. So
Yeah.
it was pretty much immediate. It was really lucky that I didn't have to leave because that city's just special. It really is.
And you guys shot that, 2021? Or you were season 2, so you were 2022.
Yes, that was 2022.
So was it COVID mask and all that stuff, or you were just
Yes,
full
we
on-
were having to test and everything. The beginnings were COVID.
How terrible was that? How terrible
It
was
was
that?
so whack. It really was so whack. And then
That was the worst.
when that season premiered, we were in the strike, so we couldn't talk about it. We couldn't do this. We couldn't do podcasts. We couldn't, so
Yeah.
I'm happy this time around. I'm like replying to every comment. I'm engaged with everybody because it's just, I took it for granted being able
Right.
to talk about it publicly. So
Yeah. Michael and I, we got in a lot of trouble COVID times from Ghost.
Oh,
but
what happened?
The boys prevailed. What didn't happen? What didn't
Oh,
happen?
man.
You broke every rule.
Every rule possible,
You're
the boys
staying in
broke.
character. That's what matters.
Yeah.
But
Method
look
actors.
though, the one time we broke the rules, the boss was with us, so it wasn't really like we broke the rules
What
for real.
did
like,
you guys do? Now my mind is spiraling.
Well, actually,
I-
the one that I was thinking of was the one on the yacht for your birthday, but the other one was.
Oh yeah.
This was.
Well, that
like-
was the same weekend though. So I was
it?
just like,
We
yeah,
looped
it was the
all
same
in.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. Look, so this was my 20th birthday, wasn't it?
Were you in Miami? Where on a yacht? Details.
We're in New
No, we were in New York actually.
Oh,
Middle
okay.
of the
On
winter,
Hudson.
yeah.
On the Hudson.
Yeah.
Okay. Vibes.
So we were in New York. I had like a birthday dinner. 50 came, and then we went to the club after, like with everybody, like with G, Alex, Toya, everybody. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, yo, we were 50, like we're good, it's just my birthday, it's just, And then the next day we did the boat party.
That's where we got in real trouble.
So then we get back on set. They're like, you guys partying this weekend. It didn't really look too good, outside.
Well,
with no
our agent,
mask
because we had
and
the same
everything.
agent at the time, and he called us
Mm-hmm.
on a Sunday because the party was on Saturday, and some video got leaked. Like we were like no posting anything, whatever.
Oh, no.
And Michael and I have like champagne bottles spraying it on girls with their, everything.
Oh,
Something
no.
got leaked, and then stars that everyone was calling us were like, oh man,
It's character research.
yeah, legitimately.
Business expense.
Look, we were just trying to stay, just stay in it a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
That's
It's like-
in the mindset.
Yeah, man. They didn't have much partying scenes for Brayden and Tariq, so like we had to just take it upon ourselves, to just kind of enjoy the
freezing
fruits
in
of
the
our
dead
labor and
of
stuff like
winter on the yachts on
Yeah,
the
but
Hudson.
there
the
was a
strippers
lot
are
of
wearing
that.
Uggs.
that. No, it was like spring. It was like spring.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Was it
Michael,
spring
it
or
was
like
your
fall,
birthday. It
maybe?
was
Like-
September.
Oh, that's fall. Okay.
It was literally
That's fall. That's fall.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't
Cold
that
for a
cold.
yacht. Too cold for a
I
yacht.
mean,
I like your style.
you got to sacrifice for the fun sometimes,
You know what?
It was fun.
Life is short.
Don't-
Life is short. You're not gonna look back on your deathbed and be like, "Yeah, I wore my mask." You're gonna be glad you went on the yacht.
Legitimate. You want to know what's so
Yeah,
funny, Mike? Remember? So we had just broken. We stopped filming at episode 8, and then we came back season 1 to finish it. We were like one of the first shows back.
season 2. Season 2.
No, season 1.
What? It was season 1?
Season 1.
Wow.
The show
Fuck.
didn't release. We filmed like 7 or 8 episodes. We stopped, and then we paused, and then finished it like 8 months later. But we were like one of the first shows back. My team like knows how I am, so they're like, stay put. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna quarantine because you have to
Lock
quarantine
my
at
door.
that point.
Right.
I'm gonna 14 days, brother. I won't move one time. I will DoorDash every groceries. I legitimately dropped my bag in the front door like it was a movie. Michael Rainey Jr. called me. I'm like, yo, what up? He's like, I'm coming to get you in town. I'm like, all right, I'll see you there. Literally just shopping in Soho. I'm like, I'm getting fired.
Stay true to you. It's okay.
Yeah. But we had a good time. But
Listen, we were just starting out the show again. I was trying to kick it with my guy, get the chemistry going.
Get the chemistry, get into character.
We didn't kick it that much in Power. So, like when it was book 2, we had to kick
bond.
it.
You had to bond.
Yeah.
She put it on their dime. It's a business expense.
legitimately. But we all three of us need to talk about now that those times are over, and plus a lot of people didn't know a lot of stuff, so like it was a first for everything. How ridiculous were those intimacy scenes? I would have a legit scene where my tongue is down. I forgot who was my Andrea. She played Riley. My tongue is down her throat for like 30 minutes. We're like making out, touching each other. We're naked. And then we go in like the room where the cast chairs are. And her chair is in a different room and my chair is in this room. They're like, yeah, you two need to separate. I said, what? Have you been watching the show? Like, what are you talking?
We are one at this point.
Did you guys deal with that too? I know you did a little bit, Mike, no?
Bro, I had a scene with Paige actually. And it was obviously like one of the same scenes that you just explained, like kissing and all that stuff. And I had a water bottle, and like Paige asked me for some of my water, and like she like took a little swig of my water, and then I forgot who came in. They was like, did she just drink from your water bottle? I was like, yeah.
I think we're
We
past
just
that.
kissed for like 10 minutes straight. I mean, like I'm pretty sure it wouldn't make really a difference. I mean, you guys was taking a little too long. She wanted some water.
It was so insane. I'm like, did you have that happen to you at all?
We
or-
were a little bit past all that by the time we got to those scenes.
Right.
So it wasn't COVID, no. And God bless Joseph. He made it so comfortable. He made it so easy
Yeah.
to
The
get into
intimacy
character.
scenes,
Yeah. But at that point it was past COVID. So
Was that your first time doing intimate scenes like that on TV, or?
there was some on You. There was a couple, but they weren't naked. So yeah, and I don't know. It was I believe in the intimacy coordinator thing. I think
Yeah.
it's cool. I think it's good that there's somebody there, and at any time you want to revoke consent, you can.
Right.
And Joseph's just a great scene partner, so it went really well. And I think those scenes were done real tastefully.
I know. I kind of feel like they have to be, or else it could go south quick.
It could go south quick.
You could be doing a porn on Stars real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was really Robert Townsend directed mine. So of course
I was
going
gonna say the directors for sure
Yes,
matter.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Michael, who was your first intimate scene with? It was with Paige? Ever?
Ever? I think it was Paige. Yeah. I think it was. Yeah, it was Paige. Yeah, for sure.
Not a bad first partner.
Respect.
And you'll see Paige next week on the podcast. I don't know. Who knows? We'll have. So do you think that so Force comes out? Do you think you get recognized more from? Because I talk about this all the time. We are so famous to like a certain if we go to certain places, we're so famous. But then like I'll walk into a casting direct, like we'll have like a hosting on like a Saturday, and there's like 500 people like screaming our names, jumping on the car, like security get this, and then I'll go to like an audition on Monday, and the casting director's like,
"Are you
"No,
new?"
Yeah,
Right.
You just moved to LA. I'm like, do you see this
hilarious.
or not? Like, no. But it's just like that's kind of how Power is. Do you feel like you got recognized more from you or Power?
It's kind of split. The Chicago PD too. I was in France, and people were like, "Oh my God, Chicago PD!" I was like, "You watched that in France?" I know. And so yes, so it's kind of split. But you know what? Something's telling me Power is just trickling. Now it's like seeping everywhere, and all kinds of people are watching it. And so I think we have more. There's more reach, and it's growing, and it's really expansive as far as the demographic.
Yeah.
So I'm really surprised by certain people that watch it, I guess. Like my mom, she can't watch like gruesome stuff, you know? But she watches this and she loves it. And people in her demographic watch it too. It's like for some people it's just like it's way too violent and too dark.
Right.
Which I get. So yeah, it's kind of been dispersed. It's all three of those really.
Yeah, France and London they're huge into Power because
Yo.
Power's on Netflix in London, I believe, or it's like now it's MGM Plus or I don't know.
Australia, shout out Australia. Force, all of the Powers are huge in Australia. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have like the billboards and everything.
I know it's crazy. You is like, because once you're on Netflix, people.
I think that one went big because that was at the very beginning of the pandemic and nobody had anything to watch, so we all watched you. So I think that had something to do with it. But yeah, Powers, I feel like becoming even more global.
Yeah,
than it was.
I think just because it used to be just on Stars and now like I believe it's on Hulu a little bit. And
I watch it on Hulu. Yeah. So, and I mean Stars on Hulu. So yeah, there's more reach there, and I think that's great about the future of TV is now we're all going to be exposed to a lot more different types of programming.
Yeah. What's the kind of stuff that you love doing? Or do you like playing characters that are darker or kind of? Like,
I just don't want to. I don't want to die. Everything I do, I die. It's like some sob story, and they tell me at the very beginning of the season, like it's just this is what's gonna happen, so I'm prepared. But like that's why Mireya has to live. Like her story needs to continue.
Yeah.
I don't want another slit throat or a gunshot wound. So I like comedy. I like everything. My dream is to do something with my sisters, of course. I think it'd be really epic one day to do some kind of like global adventure and we're all like secret agents or something. Or just we wrote a comedy. We wrote a pilot that's actually really funny. About living together.
I was just gonna say
it's actually hilarious. So we gotta get the ball rolling on that one.
Yeah, like why not do it about 3 actors that are going against each other for that's what
it's
about.
Sort of that we don't play actors, but we all live together because of life circumstances in a studio apartment, and it's just everything that transpires there while you're trying to date and you're figuring out who you are and you want to bring people home, but it's like that's my futon,
right?
You know what I mean? So yeah, it gets really it's great.
Mike, have you died in anything?
Nah, bro.
Never?
I'm good.
I'm good. I just died in my first thing, and my mom was like traumatized.
What was it?
Yeah, I just had a movie I did with Sophie Turner and Katie Seagal.
I was so fucking pissed when you died, bro.
Yeah.
I loved your character.
Yeah,
in that movie,
I got shot in the Well, first I get that a gun accidentally goes off. Spoiler if you haven't seen Trust. A gun accidentally goes off, and I'm like, and then they're like, no, fuck, and then they killed me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I got killed
Yeah,
by
my
Billy
boy
Walsh
dirty.
on Entourage, so it was pretty cool.
You know what?
Reese.
An honor.
Yeah, it was an
Literally.
honor. But it was my first
At least
time.
you didn't go out like a bitch.
Yeah,
you didn't go out like a pussy.
I went out gangster.
It was good.
But
It was
my
good, yeah.
my mom was pretty
The moms
she was
can't
like, I
handle
couldn't
it.
watch it.
No, the moms can't handle it. I'm like, Mom, it's so fake. I'm wearing like a prosthetic latex bullet, and she's like, I don't see that. I just see you dead. And the moms can't do it.
It's so funny. That's exactly how I feel. My mom called me. She was like, it traumatized me. I was like, really? I was like, yeah. It was like
It took my grandma up to like season 3 of Ghost for her to be like okay with me like cursing and stuff and like shooting people and like
you were killing people like season 4 of Power.
She's like, I'll go to her house and she'll be like, I can't believe they got you cursing like that.
Michael, that's hilarious. You gotta just show her clips.
Or if I'll be showing her like, grandma, like, I'm just doing my job, you know. And then like sometimes like I'll be talking to my cousins or like we would like slip up and curse it, and then she'll be like, oh, it's just your character, it's alright. She'd be having me dead, like she's like so desensitized to be cursing.
I love that.
His grandma's so mad that he's cursing. All of a sudden he pulls up in a green Porsche 911 twin turbo, and she's like, you can curse.
Keep cursing.
You can curse, mother. Yeah. Hey, grandma, you want the Louis for Christmas or not? Pipe down. Yeah.
She be chilling now. She's all good with it. But Caribbean grandparents and parents don't play, bro. You know how that goes.
They really don't. Yeah.
They don't play, bro.
I even think Yayo talked about that on his podcast where he's like, his mom is like so just every songs about G Unit and all that stuff. She's like, I can't listen to that. I could be wrong.
I think Yayo, I think she's Trinidadian, he said. I
Yeah.
think she's like Trinidadian.
Yeah, we got good memories, brother.
I have to watch Force.
Mine is cooked. I don't know how I remember that, but it's working a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
My brain is working a little bit.
So what do you do?
sometimes.
Like, do you go out in LA much with your sisters, or are you kind of like a homebody?
Oh, we're like little rocker girls. We like a good mosh pit. We like the concerts. Yes,
Bro, we gotta hang out with them. What the fuck?
Yeah, you guys should roll through. We went to the emo fest in Vegas a couple years in a row. We just like live music. That's what we do. My club days are a little bit You know,
Behind you.
that was my 20s in Miami. It got all out of my system,
Right.
you know, multiple.
I mean, living in Miami, you get that out your
You
system
get that out
pretty
of your
quick.
system. Yeah, so it's not like the clubs anymore. But now it's like concerts and we like festivals and like music and stuff like that. So that's what we like to do, yeah.
That's low key what I've been on too. Like, no, I don't really like the club too much. You know, if I get an invite, I might pull up though.
I might pop out if someone's got a table, but I'm not putting down the 7 bands for the bottle just to sit there and go like this. I'm like,
Nah, but
little
I ain't gonna
sway.
lie. You know what's a vibe, bro? Jazz clubs, bro. Jazz clubs. Those are fire.
bro, there's a jazz
Yeah.
club out here called
Okay,
the Baked
Michael.
Potato. Have you been there?
Yes, in Studio City on
Yes.
Ventura. Yeah.
It's called the Baked Potato, and they have like 30 different kinds of potatoes, and it's literally a jazz club, and you just eat a baked potato.
That's the vibe.
Mike, did that get you to convince to come out here or no? The Baked Potato
Michael's
in Studio
moving
City?
tomorrow.
I
for
mean, the jazz
potatoes.
club. I mean, listen, I ain't really hear of no jazz clubs in LA. So
That's
now that I heard that,
sophisticated,
I'm
Michael.
Mike,
I
you're
like
really into
that.
the suit and the cigar and the jazz lately, huh? This is the second episode.
No, I'm on that shit. I'm on that. I
That's
like the
cool.
cigars now, I like the bourbon, the whiskeys and stuff
Okay.
like that. I'm on a different kick, you know.
He's
I
getting
like
I ain't
that
gonna
for
lie.
you.
When I was filming Goons, you know, the movie with YG and Chloe and everything, we was
Yeah.
in New Orleans. We went to like 4 different jazz clubs with my guy Stavante. He's on Bel Air.
That is cool.
He was another character in the movie, but we went to like 4 different jazz clubs. I'm like, yo, this low key a vibe. Like I gotta adopt this culture and bring it to New York. I gotta figure out my jazz clubs out here now.
I like
gotta-
that. I think that's cool.
Anybody in New York, you know, drop some jazz clubs in the comments for me. I'm gonna do my research, my homework.
It's so funny. Michael's progressing. He's like doing jazz. I'm like, I want to go to a house party. I'm like going back to like.
Oh no,
college.
we can still hit a house party.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm like, where's
Don't
the
get
red
it
solo
twisted.
cups? I'm like, I'm going backwards here. Yeah.
Give me some.
It's a
beer
good
balls.
balance. You gotta do it. You gotta have a little bit of both. You know, you gotta have a little bit of both.
Shotgun this beer
Jazz
with me, brother.
club.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, I got you. I got a new nickname now. I was with some of the boys. They passed me 4 shotguns in a row. They said do 4 in a row. They call me Mossberg Mikey now. So anytime you need to do a shotgun, let me know. I'm here. I'm
Mossberg
there.
Mikey is crazy.
I feel like a frat boy when I do this shit, bro. It's fun though. It's fun. It's fun.
That is why. Wait, so who's your favorite music? If you listen to emo, are you like you listen to like punk rock?
I like everything. I love hip hop. I love rap. I love everything. But as far as like rock goes, the emo fest, who do we see? We saw like Blink 182, My Chemical Romance, you know, all the like early 2000s emos.
Right.
That I feel like everybody, it kind of hits for everyone when you're in like a phase.
Yeah.
My phase just hasn't ended, you know.
So who's on your playlist right now? Like who's
Okay,
like what's
I'm
your
kinda-
rotation looking like?
I listen to a lot of stuff that like came out a while ago that I'm like just getting into. But right now I'm really into Oxymoron, Schoolboy Q. That album is like, that's like the best album I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
So I listen to that daily, but then I'll listen to like Limp Bizkit like right after. So I'm a little bit sporadic when it comes to, I'm like heavy rock, heavy hip hop. Who else am I really liking? I was in London this whole summer, so I'm really into like Skepta now.
Wow, yeah.
Yes, and all the like.
Skepta's tough.
Oh my god! All
seeing
the
him on
London
Tuesday, I
rappers
think,
are like
actually.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm seeing him Tuesday.
Are
in
you
LA.
serious? He's playing here?
It's Amazon. Party.
Oh, sweet. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I saw him in DJ in London, so that was really cool. So I'm a little bit all over the place. I really do love everything. I like classic rock. Like we grew up on Led Zeppelin and like Creedence Clearwater Revival and Fleetwood Mac. So I'm all over the place. Britney Spears.
That's
daily.
how I am. I'm not even gonna lie.
Are you
That's
really?
literally how I am. Yeah, cause like when I was young, I had like a bunch of different like phases. Like I was a skateboarder. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to skateboard heavy, so like had a bunch of influences from that.
You have like
And
a
obviously
punk
just
streak,
me just-
like a little bit of a punk.
Somewhat, yeah. Obviously, because a little bit of that came from skateboarding, but I would say even just from like playing Guitar Hero. I used to play every Guitar Hero. Like I was a complete sweat at Guitar Hero, like back in the day.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I knew a lot of like rock music from that too. But
Yeah.
as far as music, I'm literally just like that. Like some weeks I'll listen to like straight dance hall or like reggae for like a week straight or some
Yeah, you do go
straight
through-
like 90s rap
Yeah.
for a week or rock for a week. You know, like mad different stuff.
I like
EDM,
that. Switch it up.
everything.
It can never be the same thing.
Do you feel like
It puts you in different pockets, you know. It puts you in different stages of life
Exactly.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Do you feel like
Shit you
both of you,
listen to.
because we're actors, that we like? I feel like there's a lot of different parts of me. Like there's, you know, Gianni listening to trap, Future driving down, you know, Sunset Boulevard. But then there's like Gianni who like I go to Aspen and maybe I'm on a ski mountain or something like that.
Yeah.
And I can like fully immerse myself in that. Do you guys feel like that too? Or like I feel as actors, you kind of got to like lock in and be able to be well-rounded and like code switch for lack of a better term, but like be able to like blend in other things. Do you feel like you guys have
I go
that,
through
or-
different stages. I feel like when it comes to music, like
however I'm like my mind space is, however my mindset is feeling, like I think that's like my music that I listen to reflects it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some like it also depends on like my environment as well. So like if I'm in like the tropics or like some nice sunny places, I'm listening to like real nice happy music. Or like winter right now, I'm also like I like the gloomy music that kind of goes with the mood of winter. You know, like the airy like weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It all depends on like environment and like where my headspace is. It's weird.
I think
I'm mad
actors
weird, bro.
are so good at articulating that and dropping into that and like being like, I want to be this kind of person next week. And we give ourselves the freedom to do that because it's literally our jobs. And I think that's why we're attracted to it.
Yeah.
You get to be so many different types of things and so many different types of people. And you're always so inspired by whatever character you're playing. Even just from auditions, a certain character can inspire you. And so it's easy for us. And so I just feel like that's just something that everybody, whether you're an actor or not, whether you're like, I don't know, an accountant, an athlete. I'm reading this book called The Artist's Way. Have you guys ever done The Artist's Way? It kind of just shows you like you don't have to be an actor to be that type of person that's just like ever changing and ever evolving and like giving yourself the freedom to just be different from one day to the next. And everybody, shout out Artist's Way. Everybody should read that book, especially if you're not an actor, because you'll realize that you're an artist. Every human is an artist within, like truly, very deeply. So anybody listening to this, read The Artist's Way. It's so good.
Listen to it on an audiobook, brother. Save yourself some time. No, I'm just kidding.
Not affiliated.
Who's your like early actress inspirations or actor inspirations or movies that you liked growing up that made you want to be an actor?
You know what? I remember growing up and loving all the Disney Channel original movies. I loved things like The Mighty Ducks. Like that was the best. And when I got older, it was more so realizing like the place that Penelope Cruz and Selma Hayek had in the film scene. Like those are the
Selma
queens. Both of them are like, wow. And so I think those are the queens. I think no one even is near the regality of those two women. And so they're my inspiration because I think they just embody kind of what we were just saying. Like, yes, they're Latino women, but they're so different and so multifaceted, and there's so much depth to both of them, and also just extreme, unique beauty. So they're my favorites, both of them. Yeah. But I remember just like really resonating with comedies. I would really love to do comedy one day because comedies are more of an escape for me than anything else. Yeah.
Gigi books a lot of comedies.
She does do a lot of comedy. Maricela does drama. She can turn on the tears like that. My mom will be her reader for a self-tape, and Maricela is just like killing it and like sobbing her eyes out, and then my mom starts crying. It's just like she's that good. My mom starts breaking down whenever Mari does one of those auditions. So she's like, I can't read for you, and that's how it is. So so Gigi's got comedy on lock. Mari's good with the drama. Yeah, but we need to. I would love to do like a multicam.
Oh, of course. Like, but is DMV a multicam?
No, that one's single cam. It's kind of like The Office.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's really hilarious, and her whole cast, because it has some SNL people, Tim Meadows and Molly Kearney.
Oh, Tim Meadows is goat.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that it's a strong comedy. I love it.
And what were some of your favorite movies growing up?
Oh, let's think. I remember loving all the Will Ferrell movies.
Oh yeah.
Like Anchorman and Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
I think I showed you Talladega Nights in L.A.
Yeah, we watched that.
Michael said he'd never seen it. I was like, sit down right now. We're watching this movie. You have to watch it.
My
And I was like,
God.
you know when you're showing someone something, you're like trying to see their reaction.
Do they
I'm
love it? Do they love it?
And he didn't like laugh at like a part. I was like, come on, Mike, that's funny, dude.
He was looking at me. He's like literally sweating, looking at me, just waiting for me to laugh.
Like
He's
looking out the
You're probably
eyes.
sitting there not wanting to give him the credit and just being like, yeah, it's all right, and not laughing where you might have. But yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I remember that night us being just cooked. Like we were absolutely cooked.
Bro.
that night.
it was
we were
after the
cooked that
yacht.
night.
It was after the
We had a
yacht.
house. Me and Mike had a house in Encino.
Oh man,
You guys were roommates?
what a time.
Oh, don't tell me this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
We
we were
had a
roommates for like
mansion.
what 4 months.
I
The
can't even.
pool. That place was mayhem. I don't know how we survived. But we're here, boys.
I don't know how we survived either, but I'm glad. Like I'm glad we made it.
We're doing it again.
It was.
You have guardian angels.
Oh no, we're
or
doing that
something.
100%. 100%. We're running it back. Like we have to run it back. But for like 3 years, and then 3 more years, and then 3 more years. Not just like 4 months. That was a great 4 months though.
Oh my God, it was the best form.
Who's cleaner? Who's like the cleaner roommate?
Well, I'll say this. I'll say this about Mike. He's so funny because he'll just like eat something and then just like walk away from it. It's like one of the funniest
No
things I've
wrapping
ever
it
seen.
up. No putting things away.
He will legit and I know whoever is with Michael right now is like, yep. He will legitimately eat something and then get up mid bite, and then that plate doesn't exist anymore.
He's
to him.
busy, okay?
But-
He's on to other things.
Bro, I got ADHD.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
On the other side, his room is extremely clean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he keeps his like clothes and everything like pretty clean.
Oh, okay. She's just a problem in the kitchen. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
What about me?
I've gotten better though. I've gotten better
Yeah.
now. Bro, I be washing dishes and shit. now,
No,
man.
dude, don't lie on the
I swear.
podcast. I'm trying to
Bro,
impress
I
her,
swear.
brother. I've never seen you.
Bro, I
washing
be
dishes in your
finishing
life.
my plates, bro, and like I be washing them sometimes. Like only sometimes, bro.
Brother,
only
I
sometimes.
know you want the Cuban
Probably like
food,
2
but you
days
don't
out
wash
of-
dishes,
Just
brother.
busy.
Come on.
Let's give him a pass.
No,
You're
look,
both
maybe
busy,
like
guys.
I'll probably wash dishes probably 4 times in like
year.
2 weeks. Like 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks.
Dead.
4 times in 2 weeks out of me is a lot though. Don't even
People
lie.
that listen to the podcast and be like, these guys are so out of touch. Have you done laundry, Michael?
Sometimes, but the most I really got to no. The most I gotta do when it comes to laundry, I just gotta like put all the stuff in the bags and then like leave it at the front because they be coming to pick it up.
So he puts his stuff in the dirty clothes hamper. Is that what he said?
Yeah, and then but listen though, no. But after like 2-3 weeks, it's like 3 different dirty clothes. That's a lot of clothes. That's a lot of bags. It's a lot of bags to
You got
deal with.
things to do. We forgive you, Michael.
Look,
You got
I
things
gotta
to
come
do.
down here. I gotta shoot the podcast.
Exactly. He's
you know?
nonstop. He's nonstop.
Listen, man, I can't do everything. You know, I can't do everything.
So what do you
Should
kind
get
of do
wicked.
day to day out here? Do you
I do the gym.
nice?
It's a self-tape factory over at the house, so
Nice.
we're always doing that. I'm constantly dropping down to Joshua Tree. I've been traveling a lot. I've never really traveled in my life. So this whole past year, I was in London. I went to Norway twice. I went to Greece and Spain. And so, yeah, I've never done that. I had never been to Europe until last year. So I just kind of had.
Did you get to see like the Northern Lights in Norway?
I
or
did.
not?
I saw the Northern Lights. Yes.
Oh
it was
my god,
gorgeous. It was
I'm
stunning.
hating. I want to
Yeah.
see that so bad, bro.
Oh my god, I've been
Like,
traveling.
shit
It was amazing. I've been traveling with my castmates.
What's your favorite place
actually.
in Europe?
Okay, the best is it's definitely Greece. It's definitely Crete is like stunning. It's unbelievable. And it's really inexpensive too. It's like a really great vacation to do to get bang for your buck.
Yeah.
We would go out. I actually went with 3 people from Force. I went with Shane Harper, who plays Vic. The
best.
Sam Boscarino,
Bro,
who
he's
plays
elite.
Ray, and Bobby DeFranco, who is Chris Tardio, who you guys have had on the show. We all went. We went on a cast trip after we wrapped. And we would go out to dinner in Crete and order the whole menu, wine, appetizers, and then it'd be like a $45 bill for 4 people. And not because they were hooking it up. It's just like that affordable to go out there. And it's such a off the grid island. The water's blue, it's warm. So that was a good spot to.
So would you suggest there over like Santorini and all that stuff? Like, would you?
Yeah, but it's completely different vibes. Crete is really chill. And it doesn't feel touristy, but like Mykonos and those, from what I hear, it can feel touristy, and it's obviously super party. I would like go there, get the party out of your system, and then go recover in Crete. That would be the move.
Yeah.
And
Fire.
yeah, and it's only like.
How'd you
a
enjoy
30-minute
London?
flight. What's that? Oh,
How'd you enjoy London?
London's great. I keep going back. I love it so much. Yeah.
I love London. It's the best.
you've been
We all
over
got to
there?
take a London trip together. Oh my god,
Yeah.
if we
G
spent-
you
actually
hopping on
owns
Fightland.
London.
You guys gotta like guest star.
G
on
actually
Fightland.
owns London.
I was supposed to be on Fightland. I was
Wait.
supposed to be the lead of it, and it's a crazy story.
Oh no, am I triggering you right now?
No, you're not. It just it wound up. They're not having SAG actors on the show. It's equity. It was a nightmare. I was literally the lead. 50 called me. He was like, "You're the lead of Fightland." But I'm not salty about it. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, but on a
I was
brighter
just like,
note,
you know,
though,
gonna be the lead of the show.
You know, on a brighter note, you still own London. You know, you move around like like the king out there. So it's alright. You know, you chilling.
It's a vibe. It's so different. It's just different from anything in the States. So yeah, I love it so much. And the countryside's really beautiful. It's just England's amazing.
It reminds me of New
Ireland's
York,
amazing.
honestly.
You think? You know what? Like the city, like the
Some
center.
parts of like London and stuff. Yeah,
It's like New York with like knives and like people with like weird
yeah,
accents a
no
little bit,
guns,
yeah.
but like cool people, creative people.
especially Brixton. I love that.
Brixton. Oh yeah, that's like the spot. Yeah, it's like
I
underground.
love
You know.
Brixton.
Yeah.
They got the good Jamaican food out there. And all that.
All right, this question is probably be our last question. This is for the fans, not for just any other. Are you're dating someone right now, or
I am doing me right now. Yes,
She's
I am. I'm
doing-
not.
Oh, she's chilling.
sliding
She's
her
chilling.
DMs, boys
Well, let's
or
just
girls?
say-
I don't know. I don't
let's
know her. We just
say
met, so
it's not that black and white. Let's just say I'm not married, and I've never been married. I'm doing me, is what it is.
Nice.
There's always someone special, you know.
yeah,
But I'm just focusing
shit,
on
oh,
myself, my traveling, and things like that.
yeah. We all miss an ex.
Yeah.
Call me, please.
Yeah.
That is-
So I'm focusing on myself. It's a cool thing to feel good on your own.
For sure.
You know, it's a good
Mm-hmm.
superpower in this life. So I'm leaning into that, and yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be single forever. I don't know about Michael, but I'm not kidding. I'll
You're like, I
never
feel
have a girlfriend.
really good on
I
my
will
own.
never have a girlfriend.
We might be on the
Gian,
same
who
page.
hurt
I
you?
ain't gonna
No
lie.
one hurt me.
you?
I just love being single. I have
Yeah.
I'm going to AVNs this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to the porn awards this
Okay,
weekend.
there you
like,
go. You know
can't
what?
do that with a girlfriend. I'm going ringside at UFC, and then I'm going to the porn awards at night.
You know
You think
what?
I want a girlfriend being like, "Hey, what's going on?"
There we go.
Every porn star ever is what's going on.
Unless you just find the right girl that understands your lifestyle.
I guess.
You know? I
guess.
think that's out there. People are being more open-minded, I think, when it comes to relationships and dating. I think so. I'm seeing that.
Would you be in an open relationship?
You know, maybe not like open, not like that
Open on
open.
my side.
It depends. I think it's really interesting that humanity is considering things like
Right.
that now.
Right.
It would really depend. I wouldn't say no.
Well, they used to do it back in the day. Like the king could have like 19 wives. That's what I want.
It
I want to
could
be like the king and be like, "Where are my wives?" No, I'm just kidding. I'm
It
kidding.
could be open for me. Like I could have 50 boyfriends.
That's
and
what we said, right, Mike?
I literally just said that.
said
I literally
that?
just said
I
that. I
was
didn't
just
even think
about
the
to
mic
ask Mike. Yeah.
picked it up. I was like, shit, it's open on my end. I don't know about.
I don't know. I respect something on my
You gotta be
end.
strong over there.
You're
You
like
know?
open for me, but closed for you. Yeah.
Yeah, you on the same type of timing.
Oh my. I'm what?
You on the same type of
Yeah,
like
but no,
you
you know
like
what?
open
Like
for
no,
you,
I'm like
but not
I'm
for
like
them.
I'm like a one guy kind of girl. That wouldn't.
Yeah, you
It
would-
would be
you-
boring. It'd be like open where? Like open for what? No.
Can you get like crazy Latina a little bit in a relationship?
You know what? I don't. I'm not like that at all. That's one way. I'm really. That's the only way I'm not super Latina. I don't yell. I don't argue. I'm real
Your sisters?
peaceful. I'm calm. That's another story.
Your eyes just opened
They're
up.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I stay calm. I stay calm. They're spicy. I
So you
wouldn't
like
say-
the nonchalant one?
Yeah, I'm pretty nonchalant. Yeah, I would say so. I had a streak. I had like a Red Hot Chili Pepper time in my life, but I'm healed now. You know, you
Yeah.
grow, you look within, and I just try to be calm.
Yeah, we're all healed.
We're all healed. We're getting there. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
we're all healed,
Why would you
1,000%.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for
Oh my
coming
gosh,
on.
it was an honor. You guys, I really respect you both as actors. You both bring so much vitality to every scene you're in. You give like life. And Michael, I have to give you your flowers. I got chills. Your reveal. It was that expression on your face, just you two looking at each other. You said so much in that moment. And I think that's the mark of an incredible actor is in that moment, you didn't even exchange words, but that look on your face, that expression to Tommy, that was fire. I was like,
Thank you so
damn, he's
much.
good. It was just so
Thank you
epic.
so much. I had to.
Chills.
I couldn't come to you guys' set and do some bullshit. You know,
Oh
I
my
had to come correct. You know, I had to come correct.
You did times 10. Like that was an epic moment. And I think that's what
I
made this
appreciate
that's what makes this universe a universe is that, you know, you're able to carry on over to this other world, unite everything, and just one look speaks so much.
I don't think people understood how much I've been waiting for that to happen. Because obviously we've had like some characters come from the original to Ghost, but I'm like, when are we gonna go to another show? Like,
Yeah.
I want to go pop up another show.
I know we
did
should have
that.
did it way more throughout the shows,
it
but
was so perfect.
Yeah,
There's
like
a
it should
future.
happen a lot
It
more.
was.
but
I had
It
chills.
hit hard though. It hit hard when it
Oh,
happened.
it was
hit hard.
just perfect. It really was. So I bow down. I do.
is there anything you want to promote?
you. Thank you so
Instagram,
much.
all that stuff.
So let me still pump force.
Yeah.
We're fresh off episode 10, so everybody get on that train if you haven't yet. So yeah, just thank you
Yes.
guys for having me.
course.
I'm so glad to have been able to kick it with you both.
Hell yeah! What's your Instagram?
Thank you for coming. We love you. We love
Oh,
you.
I love you right back. And you're gonna come to LA, Michael. We know it. Actually, we'll see.
She's gonna cook you Cuban food.
You know what? And Colombian. We'll do
Listen.
that. It's a
You're gonna be
hybrid.
in an open relationship.
Oh,
with
it's
your sister.
both. Wait, it's both. Oh my God, Cuba and
Let's
Colombia.
do
Hey,
both.
yeah,
It's
nah, I'm
the
coming. I'm
fusion.
coming.
Game over.
I bet. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Instagram,
It's Carmela Zumbado. Come find me. I'm like replying to all the comments.
Michael Rainey Jr., Gianni V. Paolo. Michael, give us one.
Listen, man, the crew has it and you have it. We out.
Woo!
Carmela Zumbado.
Thank you so much,
Thanks for
Carmela. We
having
appreciate
me.
it.
Thank you guys.
Bang.
Last one to the airport buys breakfast. Buy breakfast.